Okay, y'all. What is up? It's your girl Brand New, and I'm back in a motherfucking building. This time I'm back for a recap of Married to Medicine. This is season 6. I will have the episode in the description. This episode was it didn't really give me what I needed. It was okay, but it didn't really. I was really hyped when I saw Dr. G in the previews, and then they saved him until like the end of the episode, and I was really pissed off because I really do like Dr. G. I think it's fucked up what he did to Quad, but as far as being on this show, I think he's very entertaining. His voice is funny. The shit he says out of his mouth is funny. Like, I really think that they still need him to be on this show. Like I said, not a lot happened with the episode. They're basically all back from Antigua. They show Contessa, and her kids, they're swimming. And then they show Dr. Jackie, of course, at work. Then we get this scene with Cecil and Simone. They basically talk about how Cecil and the boy is going to be moving back in with Simone, and they are happy to be working their marriage out. I'm really happy for them, but I'm just looking at like, what the fuck is about to happen because they're about to get into it, Cecil and Simone, is it going to be over the lady Tammy? Cause I saw that shit in the preview, so I'm like, what the fuck is going on, with them as far as that? So that's coming up, and I'm a little upset about that, cause it's like, damn, Cecil and Simone is just now getting their shit together and, moving back in. They showed Cecil's, fine ass cooking in Antigua, honey. Yes, ain't nothing like a man that could throw down, honey. Next, we got this scene with, Heavenly and Quad. Heavenly stops by Quad's new house, and she, for some reason, thinks that Quad cooked for her. She was like, I don't smell no scallops. Like, what is going on? So they sit down, have their wine, and, Quad gets to thanking Heavenly for giving her that bracelet, and she's just very reflective of the fact that Heavenly is the one out of all the women that has had her back during this troubling time with Dr. G. She's been the most patient with her. And I agree. Heavenly has been the most patient with her. Heavenly also ends up talking about what it takes to make a marriage work, and just the fact that, Quad and Dr. G, they just didn't have that with each other. And I think both of them knew that, but Heavenly got to saying, I'm a relationship expert. I cook for my man. I do this for my man. And, and it was funny when she was talking to Quad, and Quad, I think, asked her, well, how much sex is you having, Heavenly? And then Heavenly was like, more than you. I thought that shit was funny. So next we got this scene with Dr. Jackie and Simone just basically is coming over there to help Jackie cook. They also invite Heavenly over there, and Jackie lets the girls know that, she has to cook for Curtis and be in the nude, and, her therapist told her she got to treat him like a king for a day, and I know it's a lot of motherfuckers about to be like, Curtis don't deserve to be treated like no king. He ain't shit. He cheated, So it's just for them, honey, to get their marriage, back on track. To me, they look good together. It looks like they are happy. But if I was a man, I couldn't be with Dr. Jackie. She's just way too bland and boring. She's too fucking skinny. She ain't got no titties, no ass. To me, it is like it ain't nothing exciting about her. I think she had breast cancer or whatever, and which is really bad. I don't want to judge her for that. I feel bad that she has had that type of illness, because that breast cancer, that ain't nothing to mess around with. So yeah, my heart goes out to her for that, but she's too bland. It's like, in order for me to see her marriage with Curtis really working, she's going to have to step up and and drink and learn to have fun and kind of open up. And I don't know. I noticed a lot of people I talked to in the Facebook groups, they was just like, well, Jackie is the way that she is because, you know, she had breast cancer and she had this and she, you know, she's been through a lot. Yeah, she's been through a lot, but Jackie is very, I don't know. I just feel like Jackie is very set in her ways. So her, you know, playing along with this treating him like a king thing, I thought it was cute. I thought it was a step in the right direction for them. I am rooting for them, but I just feel like I don't want Jackie to get too comfortable and I don't want Curtis to get too fucking comfortable. I just would want them to just be what the other needs. And with Jackie, that would be more or less just letting her hair hang down. You know, she could be too uptight and, you know, she could be doing too much. But yeah, she basically cooks him a meal. He likes it. And, you know, they head upstairs. You know, Curtis is just like, well, shit, I could get used to this. I like this. Okay, so next we got the scene with Dr. Heavenly and that damn therapist. Wasn't this motherfucker on Growing Up Hip Hop with Bow Wow and the Kyoming girl? Like, goddamn, how many reality checks you collected, motherfucker? I'm sick of this whole Lil' Kim thing and her going back into the past and, you know, she's crying. Then she gets to talk about how Mariah reminds her of her sister. Mariah is just a bitch. You know, and yes, we have people that trigger us and remind us of family members, but Mariah is just a bitch. You don't like the bitch. She's a liar. And you got every reason not to like her. I'm sick of this whole storyline of Heavenly being on this spiritual journey and then she wants to work it out with Mariah. Like, let's stop working shit out with people that we just know we don't see it for. We know we don't like, you know, so I wasn't really here for the scene. And I'm just sick of her damn therapist. I'm sick of, like, looking at him. But, yeah, that's the next thing, though, with Heavenly. She's talking about it's time for some forgiveness, and she needs to talk with Mariah, which I feel like is a waste of time. That bitch ain't gonna change. It's a lot of you all, you like Mariah. I mean, you don't like her shit. You love her. You go hard for her, but Mariah, in my opinion, she's very funny. I will give her that. Pressure, watch this, motherfucker. That shit is funny as shit, but I just don't see it for her character-wise. Yes, she apologized to Damon. Yes, it was a big thing to do, but shit, you started that with Damon, so shit, rightfully so, you should apologize. I don't see it for Mariah. I don't see her as being she's not somebody on here that I like that. I can count on Mariah to be funny, but other than that, it's something with her character I don't really trust. Okay, so the next scene they show us is Cecil and Simone. They are cooking together, getting prepared to have a party for their friends, basically letting them know that, hey, they're back together in the same house. Mi casa is su casa. That's pretty much the theme. I liked it. I felt like it was a nice get together. Mariah's there. Contessa, her husband, is there. Eugene and Toya is there. Who the fuck is that in that blue? That blue is like really pretty. I think that's Contessa. And she got her new titties out. I'm with Heavenly. I felt like, yes, she did the shit for medical reasons. Some of y'all just get on my nerves though. Some of the people in the group, because they'll say, well, I shouldn't have an opinion about Contessa's titties. If I would have gotten a breast job done, yes, she did. First off, Contessa didn't have cancer. So she had the mastectomy to lower her chances. It's still not 100% that she won't get cancer. But I just kind of felt if you were going to get a boob job done within a process, she could have went up 2 sizes up with them titties. Yes, she's a thin girl, but I'm with Heavenly all the way. Like, I would have got something bigger, something more noticeable. But then again, that's just me. I really like Quad's outfit as well. She looked really nice. I want to kind of take it back for a little bit before I get into what happened at this party. there was a scene with Heavenly and Quad, and they got to talking about her dating again, and then she mentions it at this party as well. What my comment that I want to say with that is, Quad, I hope you do some soul searching while you're going through this divorce. I hope you come out of victim mode and you pay attention to what you did wrong, not so much as just what Dr. G did wrong. Yes, he was wrong and fucked up for what he did, but we also, when we are going through things like this, we have to take accountability for our actions, because if we don't, we are bound to repeat our actions. So I really hope that Quad does that. I don't think that Quad is going to have a issue with attracting anybody as long as she keeps it real. She's attractive, she's sexy, she has a bubbly personality, and Quad can cook. So that's go get her in the door. And is it enough to keep a man at home? And, you know, he has to want to be at home. But I don't feel like Quad is going to have any issue with finding another man. It's going to be up to her keeping it real, because there is a part of Quad that likes to put on a facade, and that likes to, there's a part of Quad that's like she keeps it real, but she doesn't want everybody to see the real her, and that's an issue for her. Like, if you notice with this show, the women have not liked that. They wanted her to be more vulnerable. And I can understand why at times she wasn't, because some of them didn't have the fucking right intentions, i.e. Mariah especially. Simone has been a little two-faced too. So, you know, I understood where Simone was coming from, but then as time went on, to me, she was kind of being a little two-faced with her shit with Quad. But yeah, long as Quad keeps it real, she should be okay with attracting love again, I believe. I felt like everybody looked good at this party that they were having. Dr. Jackie came in looking cute, looking youthful, showing off her shape. This is what I'm talking about. You know, just dressing nice, looking nice, not looking tacky. Jackie, for the most part, dresses good. Sometimes she misses the mark, but that's more or less Simone. And Simone was on point with her outfit for this party too. So everybody looked nice. Okay, so Cecil takes the guys downstairs to the bar, and they got women down there that's going to be serving them drinks, and all the guys are freaking out like, Cecil, you about to get us in trouble. They teasing Aiden, saying, well, hopefully he don't tell his wife, because, you know, he was kind of playing with his phone. He was like, no, I'm not going to tell my wife. I thought the scene was really funny and cute. Then, honey, comes Mariah and Contessa. They go downstairs to check on the guys, and, you know, that damn Heavenly is making a big deal. She's like, Daddy, what are you doing so close to the bartender? And then Daddy is just like, well, I didn't even notice them until you brought them up. You know, he puts it back off on her. They little confessional scene, that shit was funny. They also show a part in here where Eugene did this too when they meet up with Dr. G, but Eugene is really on this whole, I don't want to exclude Dr. G from the group. He's still a friend of mine. And, you know, it's all good. Look, until the women see this. But Cecil was saying the same thing. You know, we definitely don't want to exclude Greg just because him and Quad is going through a divorce. We definitely still want to include him. And I feel like that's good. For some reason, though, I expected some of these men to be so up in arms, because I felt like when Curtis cheated and stepped out, motherfuckers was not feeling him. And I feel like with Dr. G, it's kind of like this, right? He gets a pass per se after how he treated Quad. It's like, oh, we really want to be cool. I don't feel like they did that with Curtis, so I don't know if they like Dr. G more, but I did kind of notice that. I'm not saying they should abandon Dr. G, but it's very, man, that's still dude, you know, and they did not act like that at all with Curtis. You had Toya testing him, Eugene was talking shit about Curtis, so it's like now that it's Dr. G, everybody is just all neutral and shit. I'm just like, okay, all right, honey. Okay, so we get this part with Toya, where Toya is back on her bullshit. she's back on her bullshit because she basically tells Quad that, oh, well, when we do our couples trip, I think it should just be couples. And Quad is just like, why are you trying to exclude me? You were the main one that was, and she didn't say it really to her. I think she kind of more or less said it in her confessional. She was just like, she was the main one getting mad that I wasn't coming around. Now that I want to be around and I'm going to be at the couples events and I'm going to be doing everything. And I'm like, I'm here with you, Quad. Why the fuck can't she come around just because she's not married? Like, don't exclude that woman like that. That's kind of putting on this. And that's kind of like what Toya stands for. Unless you have a man, you're not really significant to her. To me, I kind of get that from Toya a little bit. And which is not true. She's not with the man no more. The shit didn't work out. They both fucked up in that marriage. She's been in this group. Allow her ass to be in the fucking group. And allow her to go through her process. You know, I think we need to stop with this narrative of, and yes, I know the show is Married to Medicine, but hell, she was married to medicine. You know, just like with Portia from Housewives. Portia was married to Cordell. She did fit the show when she came on. That's really all that matters. People break up all the time. It doesn't mean that you're less of a woman because you ain't got no man or no husband or no. Allow people to be single and go through their journey. You know, now if we had a whole bunch of single women on here, that would be a problem because that would take away from the show. But it's just Quad. So I don't see what the fuck would be the problem, Toya, with her going on the fucking couples trip. You just want to be messy again. They also had a scene with Eugene and Toya I didn't really talk about, where they went to their house and Eugene was trying to take away some of Toya's closet, her 2-story closet that she wanted. And I'm just looking like, y'all need to work that bullshit out because at the end of the day, who the fuck cares? Like, I think she's going to end up getting her closet anyways because I've seen it, the ending result, and it looks pretty nice. So hopefully they didn't work that shit out. So the last scene, we got all the guys getting together, minus Aiden. Aiden is not feeling well. I guess it's going to be coming up on the upcoming episodes that Aiden is going through some health issues. So Aiden is not there. Curtis makes a comment about how Aiden tells the wives everything about what they ate, what they did, who was here. And Aiden does do that shit. Anyways, my boy shows up, Dr. G. I like Dr. G with his crazy ass. You a fucking piece of work, Dr. G, but I fuck with you though, because you are fucking entertaining. It seemed like some life came into play. You know, like, I don't know, out of all the guys, he makes the show funny, because he just says whatever the fuck comes off the top of his fucking head. Dr. G, honey, is looking good, looking slimmer, got his old golf outfit on. All the men play golf, they're drinking, they're eating, they're catching up with Greg and trying to figure out what happened exactly with him and Quad and how did they get a divorce and did he try to work it out? He says that he did, but it was too late. She basically left it in the mailbox for him, the paperwork, and he just needed to sign it. She took his sleep number. He was huffing and puffing about that. And then he was like, that's how I knew it was really over then. And then Daddy, Damon, he's just like, you sure, man, y'all can't work it out? You know, I like to be positive about these things, man. I like to think that you guys could work it out. And he was like, ain't no chance. It's zero fucking chance. Ain't no chance. Ain't no chance at all. It's just over. And it's music to my ears. This relationship should have been the fuck over. Eugene is sitting up here talking about it's spiteful and it's cold that Quad took the sleep number. Eugene, I kind of feel like you playing both sides because you was just so there for Quad. Now it's Team Dr. G. Just be neutral, nigga. Don't be sitting up here saying how cold it was because he was cheating and doing shit he shouldn't have been doing. I'm not saying Quad was perfect, but I feel like the guys should really stay neutral. Don't get to telling this motherfucker that she's so wrong, and especially when y'all know y'all boy was cheating and he had a chance to get out of the marriage if he was not happy, him and Quad. So, I mean, at the end of the day, it's on both it's on both of they motherfucking asses. But that was pretty much the episode, you guys. Let me know how you all felt about it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It is your girl Brand New, and I am out.